Fit fam, what's good? Mick here with another video, and today's video is going to be an informative video, basically hitting on Meps. So for those who are trying to join or just now joining and they already talked to the recruiter, Meps is going to be where you go after you already finish the questioning process with your recruiter. So what Meps is a military entry processing station. So like I mentioned, once you've gone through your initial questioning phase with your recruiter and you discussed all your options and whatnot, your recruiter is going to set an appointment for you to go to Meps. It's going to be wherever your nearest Meps is. Here you're going to take the ASVAB, you're going to have a physical, and if you pass, you choose your job and then you swear in. So Meps is usually a 2-day process. It could be a little bit longer, just depends on the situation and what's going on. Once you complete Meps and all that good stuff, some people go on a delayed entry program. I don't know too many people that haven't been on a delayed entry program that immediately after Meps shipped out. I was on a delayed entry program. In the comments down below, let me know if you did the delayed entry program or if you pretty much shipped out like right away, like the next day or a day after, because I don't know how that portion works. So there's gonna be a whole list of things that you're going to discuss and that you're gonna need to know prior to going to Meps. And guess what? I'm not gonna really talk about any of them because you're gonna get this from your recruiter, but the main thing I wanna talk about is the physical portion. And there's been a lot of controversy of lying in order to pass Meps or not to lie and see what happens. So a lot of stuff floating out there saying recruiters are gonna basically tell you to lie. I don't know. What I will tell you this is, when you talk to your recruiter, don't disclose anything. Tell your recruiter the truth. And you notice how I said recruiter. Tell your recruiter the truth about anything and everything that's going on with you physically, just in your life, that may hinder you from joining the military. And your recruiter, being the professional that they are, they're gonna direct you on what you need to do in order to be successful and pass Meps. They're gonna make a sound judgment of, hey, this kid has this issue, so I don't think they're not going to be a good candidate to join the military because there's going to be further issues and a problem. Or it might be an issue that isn't really that bad that might hinder you from joining, but it's one of those things like, dang, this kid has this going on, but they're going to disqualify him even though the issue isn't that serious. So be honest with your recruiter and they will let you know what you need to do in order to make it through Meps. Going back to the typical process of Meps is, typically you're gonna do an ASVAB test, then you're gonna do your physical, then you're gonna have a job selection, and you're gonna swear in. What I say to you all is, don't be quick to jump the gun. A lot of people are gonna like maybe go in on the comments, but it doesn't matter. Take however long you need to take, because joining the military is not something you should just jump right into. It's a lifestyle. You don't need to be making a decision like that if you don't really know what you're doing, if you don't even want to take on a job that you're not going to be happy at. Because why would I want you to be a mechanic and you're not going to be happy with it, and then you're going to do a horrible job as a mechanic, and then I have to get on that piece of equipment? You get where I'm going with this? So what I would say is, I went to Meps like 3 times before I actually signed on the dotted line and swore in, because they didn't have the job that I wanted and that I knew I was going to be happy with initially. So what I would say is, if they're going to try to pressure you to choose a job, because obviously we're all about trying to get people in boots, we're trying to get numbers and you know, all that stuff. I mean, it's inevitable, but make sure you choose a job that you're going to be happy with and stick with on the contract length that you decide to go, whether it's 4 years, 6 years, whatever your contract length is. You want to be happy at the job that you're going to be doing. So what I say to you is, don't be worried about saying, nah, I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna hold off. Though it's gonna be harder on recruiters and the people that work at Meps, it's going to benefit you in the long run, because you're the one who's got to sign, you're the one who has to do the job, and you're the one who's going to be doing that job for however many years you signed up for. So why not be happy with what you do? And being happy with what you do means you're going to do a outstanding, if not better job than you would if you picked a job that you didn't really want to do in the first place. Back to the physical portion of Meps, which we all know that's usually what's going to determine whether you make it in or not. Granted, the ASVAB is as well. I mean, unless you're like dumb as a box of rocks, usually you'll do fairly well and pass the ASVAB. But there are ASVAB for dummies out there, a book which you can purchase or download or whatever to help you out with the ASVAB. But going to the physical portion, when you take the physical at Meps, you're gonna do a height and weight, you're gonna have a hearing and vision test, they're gonna do a urine blood test as well. They're gonna be checking for, you know, drugs, alcohol, and all that good stuff. So once you do that, you're also gonna do like a muscle group or joint maneuvers. You're gonna be doing different things, like different type of flexible exercises, if you will. I know when I went through the duck walk, do they do the duck walk to this day? Let me know in the comments down below if you just recently went to Meps, or if you're fairly fresh into the military, are they still doing the duck walk in Meps? Let me know. You're gonna go through a complete physical examination and an interview, and that's when you're gonna disclose other information that may or may not hinder you from entering the military. They're gonna have specialized tests that are gonna be required, examples like fat percentage and stuff. Especially if you're overweight, you might have to get on a program prior to with your local recruiter to get you up to par so you can enter into the military. Going back to like your medical history and stuff, what I would say, like, not to really lie about it. You got to keep in mind, like, when you're joining the military, there's waivers for everything. So like if you have any type of condition, it's possible that it could be waived depending on how severe that condition is. Just make sure you provide appropriate documentation. Like I mentioned before, check with your recruiter, talk to your recruiter. Don't disclose any vital information that may hinder you, because the recruiter is going to direct you and let you know what you need to do, because he's trying to put you in boots. And that's pretty much it, man. Like, just be honest and open with your recruiter, and he'll let you know, he or she will let you know what you need to do at Meps to be successful. Other than that, don't settle for the job that you don't want. Please don't settle for the job that you don't want. Whether it takes 2 times going up to Meps or 3 times, pick the job that you're gonna be happy with. I cannot stress this enough. There's too many people entering the military and they're settling for a job, which I kind of understand. Depending on your situation, you might have to get out of a bad situation to where you need to do something with your life, but you're just gonna be as miserable as you were before you joined if you're gonna settle for a job that you don't even want. Anyways, hopefully some of this was helpful for you, whether you take some of this or not. Just keep in mind that the job you choose should be the job that you're gonna love for the next couple years, or a career out of it. Anyways, you only got one life. Stay home would be great. Love yourselves so you can love somebody, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.